Everybody. So we're doing the Dan Dunn midday, second midday. I should come up with another name for this. But so the markets are still up big. It looks like that this. I think it could be a trap. It might not end up being a trap, but it looks like it certainly can be a trap. I'll get into that in a second. Let me just get the link out there. Dude, it's crazy people do this shit. But that's besides the point. I got a view here, and it's going to be worth hearing. But anyway, so one thing that's obvious if you've watched my chat at all right now, you know that I'm bearish on Amazon. Amazon's going to report later in the day, and we're just gonna cross into this right now. So, dude, Amazon today. So this is Allergen Technologies with Amazon. So Amazon's the mountain. The white one is Allergen, and the other one's Tesla. Or no, the other one's Amazon. So yesterday I called Tesla's earnings. Today, me and the guy I'm doing this, we went bearish on Amazon. We did a research. There's a 20-minute video on YouTube on why we're bearish. The market closes in a few hours. I suggest you take the time to really dive into it. But anyway, these two companies have pretty much run hand in hand. It could just because of market sentiments. It could be anything about why they ran together. Their industries, they don't really do the same things, but Amazon obviously has their web services and all that, and they have their online stuff. But Amazon isn't the same thing as Allergen. But Allergen is a healthy company. They make money. They have financials. Their books are square. They beat on their earnings call. They just down their outlook. They don't have a good outlook anymore. So that's what's going on with Allergen. That's why they're down so much today. They're down like 20-25%. And and all they did was lower their guidance, and they fell off the wall. So anyway, what I think is gonna happen with Amazon is pretty much the same thing here. The difference in between these two charts is a single day. It's a single day, and you can see the difference. One's up 6%, the other is down like 20%. So that's what's going on with Allergen, and this is what the two charts look like. So anyway, we'll cut back to me. We'll stop looking at the charts. But so I think what's going to happen here, and I think this is a much more macro situation than just this earnings report too. I think it's hard not to look at the world around this here. So we got U.S. elections in November. We have November elections. That's number one. Number two, we have the GDP reporting tomorrow. The GDP is going to suck. The GDP is going to suck. Everyone's overestimating what they would have had. Interest rates are kicking people in the ass. Not that interest rates are already showing in the GDP, but the GDP isn't going to do. The GDP is going to fucking suck. The GDP is going to suck. So tomorrow, right out the gate, the market should be down. Amazon should lower its guidance because there's no way, dude. They should miss on some of their numbers too. I don't think they're going to hit on their numbers, but they're going to miss. I think they're going to miss, and I think we're going to look back at this as like, wow, how did anyone buy today? How did anyone buy at the top of 2000? I think Amazon is a giant bubble, and I got that in another chart over here. But Amazon is a giant bubble here. So we're right here on Amazon. So this is a day ago. So Amazon's really right up here, right? It came back up a little bit. It's up here now. Dude, tomorrow when it misses, it'll be down here. It's just gonna fill this chart. It's gonna fill this chart. You know, it's gonna draw the perfect chart for me. I just made lines and put notes on where things should be. The only thing I'll say about this chart is I don't know if this is the right line for it. It could be, it could not be. But the GDP tomorrow isn't going to be a good thing. And another thing, if you want to talk about it, put anything in the chat you want to talk about. But another thing about this macro, so dude, people don't like Donald Trump, right? People don't like Donald Trump, and Jeff Bezos doesn't like Donald Trump, dude. People play on a macro level, dude. The stock market is a weird, crazy fucking place, and dude, I feel like dude, if the market were to tank, if the whole market were to tank a few weeks before this midterm, dude, the Dems have the House. The Dems have the House. They could filibuster. They could stop this shit. They could stop him. And I think Jeff Bezos, if Jeff Bezos knows anything, if there's one thing he's ever learned or ever showed, is he has fucking patience. And but anyway, I shouldn't talk about that. That's not what this show's about. But that's a deeper insight. I was asked what my gut feeling was on this, and I think Jeff Bezos, dude. I think that I think he's gonna miss these, and it might even be on purpose, just a little bit, just to send it down, send waves through, and then we'll get the return to normal. But anyway, I look back at looking at the going back to the numbers on what's going on today. That's a very macro level, but anyway, the Dow's up, everything's up. Sorry, I was thinking about all that shit, but yeah. So everything's looking good today. It could be a massive trap though. We got some high numbers. We got some movers. Everything beat. AMD's down big. AMD's floating around 1950 the last time I looked at it. AMD should fall off. I feel like that's a massive trap. AMD should go down to around 17. It just needs to chill out. It needs to find the ground somewhere, and it doesn't have one yet. So that's what I think about AMD. Tesla beat, bullish there. Wait until Elon fucks up bears, but just Tesla's bullish. Dude, the Nasdaq's up 2.5%. The S&P's up 1.7%. The Dow's up 1.45%. We got MU trading at 36.41. I read something where some guy was talking about 2020 July calls for 90. Now, I don't know why 90 and Micron are such a love affair, but yeah. So the GDP is going to come out at 8:30 tomorrow morning, and it's just going to blow. It's just going to blow. But that's my insight on it. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. I think Amazon. You can just put it in the chat. But I got the calls up too. I can take calls if that were to happen. But I think Amazon's just gonna blow, dude. And I think that for a number of reasons, man. I think that for the chart. I think that from the cash flow. I think, dude, their cash flow, their 12-month average increased 9%. It needs to increase more. Their TTM 12-month average increased 9% last quarter. It needs to increase more. Q over Q needs to be better. Dude, they need a huge beat in sales, like all-time record beat in sales. Their international is going down because the U.S. dollar doesn't have a lot of strength. Their AWS is a wild card. No one really knows what's going to happen with their AWS. I read something earlier that they don't have control of the Indian market, so that's on the international side. The AWS is going to do. Microsoft's cloud went up, and if Microsoft clouds went up, they took that market from somewhere. And if Amazon was the leader in cloud, then, well, they got shit taken off of it. So I think they're going to miss. I think Amazon's going to miss. I think it's a really clear miss. And they might not even miss by a lot, but they might just lower their guidance. And I think that the Allergen chart is a really good tool to look at really what today's move means, right? What today really means, dude. Today is a giant pump. This line down here, this is real numbers, all right? This is a real chart. There's no bullshit here. This is a good company that has good numbers, that reports all good things, has a good product, and this company is reporting today, okay? They've run in line before, they've fallen at the same time, they've rose at the same time, and they report a day separate. And Allergen's down like... it's down 22% today. It's trending at 22.26 or 226. Dude, I mean, yeah, dude, it fell a lot. I might have to pick up a little bit, but it's down, man. It's down, and it's a good company. It's not even bullshit with Amazon. Doesn't make any money. They just I mean, Amazon makes money, dude. It just doesn't make a lot of money, and it doesn't make a lot of money doing its main business. So they're trying to transition into the cloud and buy Whole Foods, buy other things, and they're trying to, becoming a monopoly or attempting to become a monopoly. It's gonna fall. It's gonna collapse. And I'm not saying Amazon is going anywhere. I'm saying the stock is going anywhere. You guys should know that. You guys should understand that. But yeah, I think that tomorrow we really could see some big numbers drop on the markets. And I think I would love to get insight, but insight from other people. But I had one guy asking me earlier about, is it my gut that's telling me that Amazon was going to go down? And I didn't really have a true answer. My gut is that it's going to go down, but my gut feels like that because I read all this shit. You know, I looked into all this shit. And another thing about my gut here is I think I think a little bit differently about all this. I literally think Jeff Bezos is crazy enough and patient enough to tank his own fucking stock. Just to get, because Jeff Bezos, dude, the guy's king of the world as far as he's concerned. The guy's king of the world. And, dude, I think he's fucking crazy enough for that. And that is such a drastic, no fucking way kind of thing. But it would work. It would work. And that's kind of the wild thing that I'm thinking about here. It would work. And Jeff Bezos not afraid to try new things, right? Dude, you've seen the pictures of how crazy this motherfucker was. He was a billionaire sitting in an office with a desk really no different than mine, and he's hunched over typing into a little fucking computer that has no processing power, and he's building fucking Amazon. But anyway, that's the guy we're talking about, that fucking maniac. And dude, I think that he knows the patience game. He knows the patience game. He knows how to play the big dog game. And I think the Trump organization is unprepared, and I think Amazon is literally, it's a FANG, so it's a big deal. Dude, I just think that this is a perfect storm here. I think this is a perfect storm, and I think it's going to collapse. I think if, dude, we had the market sell-off, we had all this stuff. Allergen, dude, they run together, they run the same lines. I think, dude, that's what I'm looking at. Anyway, yesterday we called Tesla. Tesla was a whole lot easier. Tesla was a whole lot funner to call. Tesla was a whole lot funner. We got to look at Elon Musk's Twitter page to judge where our stance was on that, right? It was more of a game with Tesla. Amazon is a much more macro, darker place. But that is what it is, man. That's what you're going to get. And, dude, Amazon going down isn't going to be good for the market. I'm not a bear at all, dude. I want to see things thrive and succeed. But it looks like this market isn't going to hold up after tomorrow, dude. The GDP coming out tomorrow is another fucking slash at the ankles. It's another slash at the ankles. And it could just turn into a free fall. Anyway, that's the Dan Don perspective, dude. I would love to hear from you guys. I saw that there was a trading website that went down. I would love to hear someone who might have been affected by that. Trading 211 or 121, 212, trading 212. Yeah, they were down for a few hours. I saw broker. They weren't. People couldn't close their fucking positions. That's tough. Dude, that's tough. But look at some numbers. Look at some numbers here. So we got banks look like they're up. Square's up. AMD's down 17%. They're trading mid-range, midday. So anything could happen there. It could go either way. So that's really bearish is what I'm looking at there. Canopy's up 7%. They're trading at 40 again. They broke over 40. Activision's up 4%. They still can't go over 70 and hold it though. Philip Morris is having another good day. They broke over 90. They were down today. They broke 88. So dude, they've actually had a pretty swinging day. But Philip Morris over 90 is good. I saw another cigarette maker was going to stop making a e-cigarette product. So that's good for Philip Morris. Just more good news. Philip Morris has been a good play. I was originally bullish on Philip Morris. I thought they were going to miss, but they didn't. But Micron's trading at 36. Again, I saw some guy talk about how he thought Micron was going to be up. at 90 in June of 2020. He was just sending buy calls for that. And he also, actually, dude, I got a lot of GDP information from him too. So he's not, that guy wasn't bad. But dude, Raytheon is down. Raytheon's down almost 4%. That's a defense. But defense, Caterpillar's up. That's Dow. Caterpillar missed their earnings. They got beaten up for it. The chip sectors are down. That's not true, dude. Microchips was up. Microchips was a trending. Microchip Tech, MHHP, was up big this morning anyway. Then I started looking real into Allergen. But, dude, Allergen chart might just be the market chart tomorrow. That might just be the market chart. Even more so than everything else. Amazon's up 5%. It's down off its high today. It was up at 6%. Oracle's up 2%. Intel up 5.5 or 4.5%. Home Depot's up. Lowe's is up. Cisco's up. The banks are all up. Consumer goods. Apple is up. Dr. Pepper's down. Kruger and Dr. Pepper. Healthcare is up. Healthcare plans is up. Biotech is mixed. It looks like biotech's more on the red. Anyway, dude, that's the midday. I'm just trying to do it as simple as I can, dude. I think that there's a lot of bearish activity going on with Amazon. I'll do a night show tonight. I'll really start spamming the Amazon page, but and it's a big thing if I'm wrong here. I feel like, but anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Like it, subscribe it, tell people about it, I guess. But hopefully we get that chat moving, dude. This show is so much better with the chat. But I appreciate you guys watching. Look at that Amazon video on my channel last night with me and the other guy. We really broke it down. This is just the update. I'm trying to get a live stream going on this. But anyway, this is the Dan Dunn Show. Thank you for watching. We'll be back later with more in depth on Amazon.